All right. Lower body day. Was able to not have to modify my schedule and split up my sprints and my lower body so I could do them all in one day. Had enough time today. So we got that in. So we're at the track. As you can see, softball going on in the background there. So I wasn't able to use basketball courts for my warm-up. So warm-up, kind of just some lacrosse ball chase sprints. Some change of direction ones too. Just started the half kneeling one. Then these ones were facing away. You don't sprint until you hear the ball hit the ground. So it was tough because they had their boombox going. And boombox, I probably just dated myself. But it's loud in there, so you got to listen to hear the ball hit the ground. And then you turn to one side and go and sprint and get it. For sprints, we just did a bunch of different I did some 3-point starts, 4-point starts, into a 10-10 fly. I don't know, some of them felt good. I did tie my PR on a couple of them, but the other ones were just slow. So I was just getting used to it again. Up later last night, who knows, with the Super Bowl and everything. Didn't eat the best this weekend, so that all could play a factor. Same with jumps. So we did our triple broad jump and then the standing triple jump, and then some different variation, get up and get over the hurdle jumps. Broad jump was really bad today. I think it was like a foot less than last week. Maybe not that much. I can't remember what I did last week because I forgot to mark it down. But I was not even getting 25 feet until like my last one, which was bad for me. And then finally got it. So those triple jumps were all right. Just wasn't feeling springy. Just one of those days. Probably didn't take care of myself, recover the best over the weekend. So does that play a factor? Maybe it's just one of those days. Who knows? We all react different. But don't let that stuff hinder you and hold you back from actually training. Do what you can and adjust your training as you go. And you see we different get up and jump over the hurdles. So just a regular track hurdle today. Started sitting facing away, did that reverse somersault one. So just different variations. No specific sets and reps on those, just kind of go until disinterested. Same with the jump. The jumps I didn't really, or the broad jumps was like go until you don't get farther. And I broke my own record, or broke my own rule there, as I didn't get a jump. I didn't break or beat my previous jump, so I said, screw it, I'm going to try one more time, and I did. So then I said, I'm done, because it just wasn't going great today. So pushing it probably wasn't going to help much anyway. So again, just more sitting sideways, but none of these jumps are the same exact jump. And as I've said before, no jump is going to be the same ever anyway. No basketball shot is going to be the same, even though as much as you try. No pitch is going to be the same, even though you try to have the same motion. No two movements are ever the same. That's just a fact. Exactly the same, no matter how hard you try. So, yeah, we want to get a rhythm, find what works best for us, and whether it's a squat or a jump shot, but they're all going to be different. So add some variability and don't be upset if things don't look exactly the same, because they're just not going to. But again, this type of like jumping, whether you apply it to jumping or sprinting or just lifting, every rep different, makes things more fun, more challenging, more engaging, because you don't know exactly how well you can do at something. And it allows you to get creative. Use that brain to think of things different and be more creative. Then we headed back to the home gym. Today we did front squats from the pins, so just starting from that dead stop. A lot of people are weak coming out of the hole in the squat, whereas with the regular squat you can use like the bounce, that momentum, the bounce out of the hole. And last week I did a pause. This week I did just straight from the dead stop. So worked our way up, stuck with the 5 rep max again. And then for the Bray Wyatts this week, we elevated our feet, and back was just looking like a board today. The second ones here look a little bit better once you'll see them, but again, just working our way up, sets of 5, Just driving out of the hole, trying to be explosive, coming out there right off the pins. Rather than, again, using that momentum on the way down and bouncing out of it. It's just dead stop, explode up. So not as strong as I would be with just using the full squat, but you're taking that eccentric portion, the lowering portion out of it, and just starting from that bottom, which can be beneficial to a lot of people. So there's a little bit more spine bend in this one. Still not good, but again, something I will continue to work on to get rid of that 2x4 that is in my back. So work our way up. I actually didn't use straps until like the last set. I think that might have been this set. Started slipping on the last rep. But again, focus on driving those elbows up. I think that was one that was just slipping where it was getting down on my shoulder more rather than like my shoulder blades. Right? Yep. So yeah, then I strapped up here. Straps aren't cheating. I'm not a powerlifter, so who cares? If grip is failing or something like that is failing you, use straps to make it so you can lift the heavier weight. Who cares? I'm not a powerlifter. I'm just lifting to get strong and powerful. So again, powerlifters aren't doing front squats anyway. They're probably just doing back squats. But I don't like to just do a squat in various different ways. Expose yourself. If you get bored like I do with doing the same thing over and over again, change it up. Again, no two squats. Even though this is the same squat, a front squat, this was a drop set of as many reps as possible. But none of these, if you really watch closely, no two of these squats are the same, exactly the same, no matter how hard I try. That one I'm gritting my teeth. That one I look like I'm pooping. This one I'm constipated. Right shoulder will dip a little bit on one of them. Who knows? Foot might twitch a little bit. Knees might go in on one rep. They're not going to be the same rep. Who cares? We're not trying to be perfect at lifting, perfect form. That doesn't work. That's just if you're just always worrying so much about form, you're never going to get strong. Then we did the landmine RDLs again. Added some weight again, same amount of reps. The only problem with these is I need one of those handles that extends onto the sleeve of the barbell, because adding weight on here, there's not a lot of room on there in the first place with the sleeve. So adding weight just leaves less place for hand grip. These sucked. I got these from Medicine Through Movement, Bryce there, and he does them so easy. He does them without the band, but I use the band as more of a regressed version because I am very regressed on these and my groin is super, super tight, but it's a HBK, aka Cossack squat as most people call them. I name my moves after wrestlers because I love wrestling. And Shawn Michaels did the pose, but this one it's a HBK squat into internal rotation with that same leg. So go down, rotate, sit to the ground, internally rotate that knee to the ground. Or that hip, the knee goes to the ground, but it's hip internal rotation. And just getting back up on these were brutal. I tried a few without them. I got like one, and then there's no way I'm doing reps of this. So we add the band to pull ourselves up, and hopefully keep these in for a few weeks and see what we can do. Maybe we'll be looking like him. But watch the video of him. He's like freaking smooth like butter. And I hope to be there someday. But these look like a lumpy cottage cheese and not butter. Then we just finished with the impulses again. Again, more of the heavier, kind of catch on the way back and explode back, get that impact on that joint on the muscle. Again, there's a lot of these will help. Like, I think people think these won't help with muscle, but you look at the muscles working in the quad there. Yes, you're going to get high impact at the joints for the good amount of reps, but I found you can do these a lot these can take a lot of repetitions. And then the final thing was, I guess this wasn't the final thing. I did a lot today. It looks like a lot of different movements, a lot of exercises, but the volume is not a ton. So my main focus right now is speed and power. So sprints and jumps, and then the lifts is just kind of that supplement. So focusing on strength more so. So not a ton of volume that way. Just these knee over toe calf raises on the belt squat. I also did some glute ham raise crunches just to hit the abs. Just trying to get that six pack. The only six pack I like these days is the six pack on my stomach, not from the liquor store. So again, that was today's workout. Thanks for watching. We'll be back. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments below. We can add a Q&A to the next video. Thanks, guys.